Hello everyone, this is a Thrift Shop Gamer. I'm here at the end of the day here. I decided to do another small recording. This really isn't a video game find, however, I wanted to spotlight AD&D, actually. I got some really awesome things that came in the door today, and I wanted to share them with you, talk about it a little bit. Dungeons & Dragons has been around for a long time. It came out originally in the 70s. Actually, I wanted to look at that. It was 1973. It was a company called Tactical Studies Rules that originally came out with this content, Gary Gygax and Don Kay. Now, Gary Gygax is a very popular name with anybody that knows much about D&D. If they've been in it for a long time, or if they did any research into it, they know who Gary Gygax is. And it's turned into so many things. You know, at one point it was considered the devil's work, and it was considered some really, really, really terrible shit. But, in fact, it's something that's been very helpful for a lot of people. Nowadays, it's used even as forms of therapy for kids to be able to learn how to communicate with others, get over their shyness, get over anxiety in social situations, and so forth, so on and so forth. You know, because playing a character that's on paper, being able to think outside the box a little bit and put yourself in different situations it's a really nice way to kind of get away from reality for a little bit. You know, obviously on an extreme end, people will take that and, you know, put that in a negative light, but aside from that, you know, it's a really good way to get away. That's why I love the conventions. That's why I love setting aside some time each week to hang out with some of my friends and play Pathfinder. But I wanted to show you guys a couple things. One of the books came in. It's things are just falling over. This right here is the Monster Manual 2. These books, you may not have seen these before. They have a different design, a far different design than what you'll see today. It's kind of interesting to look through it and see all of the see where it came from. You know, see how everything started out and the flaws in the rules and things like that. This is where a lot of the video games came from. I'm playing Baldur's Gate right now, and everything that's in these books is where all of the things in this game came from, where all the rules originate, where all the monsters are, you know, all the different aspects of the world and what you do and how you do it. It's all off of this. You know, it wasn't picked up by Wizards of the Coast, I believe, until it was 2002. Just making sure I have some of this up here so I don't misquote some things. Yeah, I believe it was 2002 that happened. No. Yes, there we go. 2002 for some of that stuff. 1997. I lied. Paizo got it in 2002. Wizards of the Coast took it in 1997, and these Baldur's Gate games started coming out, I think it was 1999. So it's really interesting to see. Dragon Magazine, this is another thing that he had. This is the only issue that there was. This is number 30 or 75, and there was 300 and something. There were about 300. What was it? 300 and oh, come on! I just had it up here. Well, either way, I'm not seeing it anymore. 427. No, there's a lot of them. But in any case, there were tons and tons of them. And I'm happy to have found this first one of my own. These are hard to find, especially in good condition, just because they stopped making them so long ago, or it feels like a long time ago anyway. And in order to submit things to them, to submit things to TSR, he actually had some of the original things that you needed, the guidelines and things like that. And he has all these papers here. An actual blank form that you would have used to submit anything you wanted to, whether it be character ideas, concepts, anything like that. And you actually got decent compensation. It reads here, compensation for an accepted 32-page module manuscript, or about a total of 120 pages, starts at $1,000, and we may go up depending on overall quality, how much we have to do with it, etc. You know, so he had these original papers, and I absolutely love this. And even the response that he got from submitting things, he submitted stuff, and he has it all in perfect condition. You know, so I thought that was actually rather interesting too. Oh, sorry if that was loud. Some of these dice are older than I am. I just want to show you the condition of some of these, especially this one. You can barely see anything on this die right here. Yeah, it's some of the most unexpected people. You know, you wouldn't expect some of these guys to have been into this. He's actually our mailman. But in any case, I won't say his name or anything just because I don't know that he would want me to. He also had numerous Dragonlance things here. Now, this was an interesting little spin-off that had to do with AD&D as well. Let me see, when did that actually start? It was 1984. It was first, TSR published their first novel in 1984, and let me see, I think it went on for quite some time. The licensing agreement expired in 2007. So I mean, some of these actually were still being produced, and some of the stuff was still out when I was in high school and graduating. So, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting way to show appreciation to these things by doing videos like this. So I thought I would. Yeah, and I think that's about it for today. You know, like I said, another short video to show some things that I find. I like doing these little vlogs. Hopefully, I will not be quite so camera shy, and I'll get better at this as I go. But please subscribe if you like what you see. You know, like I said, I'm the thrift shop gamer. I work here at my pawn shop, Richie's. Well, not pawn shop, it's a secondhand store, Richie's Buy, Sell, and Thrift. And this kind of stuff comes in all the time. So every time I get something cool, I will show you guys and talk about it. All right, have a good night or day, whatever it happens to be. Later, guys.